Well, hello, welcome back to my channel. It's really good to see you guys. My absence, I do apologize. It has been, let's see, 86 degrees here, and that's a little hot, even over in America. If you were sitting at 86 degrees and you had no air conditioning, it'd be really hot, just being honest. However, I have a surprise for you guys, which I thought was really cool, and I've been working on a couple of things for the channel, and well, today's topic really for me is continuing with more ideas on how you can stay cool, because there's a whole lot of different ideas out there and a lot of different products, but I'd like to put in my expert opinion from living in Texas most of my life. And we deal with a lot of heat there, and we find our own way of dealing with it, and I don't know, I think it's tried, tested, and true, basically. So yeah, kick back, find a spot in the rainbow, have a seat, lay back, lean back, sit up, pay attention, sit Indian style. It doesn't matter, however you want to do your seating arrangement. Or if you just want to sit on the monochromatic portion of the rainbow, it's still a part of it, and you're welcome. I just want to welcome everybody here. And okay, here's a surprise. Now, you guys know Sophia, my troll, and well, I've been working really hard on a dress for her, and a little accessories. And well, guess what? I finished them. So I was going to show you my troll in her dress, which I think is really adorable, and I'm really excited, actually. So see, it has a skirt on the bottom, which is dual layered, and it has an asymmetrical design, so it goes all the way out to the side and flares. And I was able to undo her hands because they had them sewn right here, and that allowed me to create the little top part of it. And the bow I just made a few minutes ago. I need to hem it, I'll be honest, but it just looks so cute on her head. I mean, look at it, it's adorable, right? Okay, now if you look at the back, it's just a simple tie. Seemed pretty good, nice idea for the back of her dress. And anyway, she is now Sophia, the troll princess. I mean, come on, look at her. She deserves a crown, I think. But that's why I have a little black and white bow in my hair today. So I thought I would share that with you. I'm just so excited. Isn't she cute? Oh my gosh, I love it. I'm just, it's very exciting for me because I used to make doll clothes when I was a little girl. I wasn't really a fan of Barbie, to be honest, but I did like making clothes, and that was a whole lot of fun. So this has allowed me to get back into that and the small details, and it's very, I don't know, cathartic, maybe? All right, so I've been thinking for a while, and I do have some ideas, other things that I have tried that help me keep cool. Now, some people will tell you that a good idea is to drink something hot, and by doing that, you raise your body temperature, and your body has to sweat, and sometimes it makes it move, and that warms you up. But then you sweat, and then when there's a breeze, it cools you off. Here's the catch, though. You're reliant upon a breeze. And that's not promised. It's a potential of one. I myself am a living, walking oven. I'm always too hot. You really can't put too many fans in front of me as long as I don't get, lifted off the air. We'll be fine. But yeah, I'm always too hot, and so I appreciate stuff like that. Anyway, that's why ceiling fans are so cool, and I wish more people had them here, because I really think you'd grow to love them. I do. They're so much fun, and oh my gosh, Okay, I'll tell you a couple of things that I saw when I lived in Texas that people did with their ceiling fans. I am not recommending this. I am not telling you to do this. In fact, I highly do not recommend you do this, but it's an interesting story or two from Texas I thought I'd tell you, because I have so many, and there are so many really interesting people that live out there. You leave people alone long enough out in the middle of nowhere, they do things creatively, or they'll, redo their living arrangement in a unique way, and you're like, okay, but somehow it works and it makes them happy. But we knew all sorts of like interesting people out there, and one of them would start his pickup truck with a butter knife because he could never find his keys. So one day I don't remember if it was he himself that did this or if he had somebody else just jerry-rig the truck to work this way, but I watched him take a butter knife every time we would go for a ride. He put it in the key, turn it, and it would turn on. It was the craziest thing. It was one of those very old trucks, and yeah, that was a very interesting way of getting around Texas. But okay, the fan. Here we go. Now, fans are different. Some of them can go very, very fast, and some of them you can get them to go very slow, so it's just like a slow thing. Slow enough there's no danger, but it keeps the air moving, Well, I knew people that would do that, and they'd let their birds out of the cage. And one it was strange, but there were a couple like budgies, and they would manage to land on the fins of the ceiling fan, and it was like they would go for a ride. It was almost like they enjoyed doing that. Now, I don't know for sure, but at the time when I was little, it was kind of interesting to see that, you don't see that every day. And then, of course, this is the reason why you don't do this, and this is the reason why you see a lot of ceiling fans in Texas that are kind of hanging off the ceiling a little bit, because some people decide that the ceiling fan blades are a really great place to hang your laundry off of. They will hang, like a towel off of one of them and like put one on the other side if they're I like to think they do. I would if I was, but I wouldn't do that anyway. But they do, and then what they'll do is they'll turn the fan on low and it'll, air dry. I can see it for like maybe a pair of socks, or I don't know, something mild. Because when I was younger and did not have very much money, I did put some socks on with a couple of clips, and it wasn't a good idea, because the one place a lot of people forget to clean is their fan blades, which I found out sadly, so I just had to wash them again. But yeah, there were a lot of people that would use their ceiling fans as like a laundry accessory. It was the weirdest thing, but I've seen it and I know it's true, But I was going to say, one of the other things that helps is if you have access to a fan of any kind, preferably something floor fanish, because the floor fans are great because you can tilt the fan portion of it and it can direct the air. So what you want to do is you want to tilt the fan up, because then it's taking all the cooler air from the ground and it's pushing it up into the ceiling, and it's moving all that hot air out, and that's what you really want to do. So I'd recommend getting one of those. And then if you're like most of us in the UK, you don't have air conditioning, so get some washcloths. I recommend that they're nicer washcloths because you're going to be applying them to your skin. Now you get the washcloth, you wet it, and you put in a couple of drops of essential oil, just a couple. And, you know, dilute it as it tells you to dilute it, okay? Because usually you have to dilute it as parts per, you know, half gallon or per quart. But then what you do is you put the washcloth in there and you squeeze it out, not enough to where it's like dry, but not enough to drip too much. And then what you want to do is like pat your face and your chest, your arms, anywhere that's exposed, and then just place it back in, you know, the little bowl of water that you have, and lean your head back on the sofa and go, oh, this is so much better. And it really will help. You will need to reapply, but honestly, after a few applications, it isn't really something you think about. You just do it, and I think it's highly worth it. I really do, because the heat can really drive you crazy, and you don't really want to deal with that. I don't like hot weather. Although I have to say my pain is not nearly as bad in the heat. But I don't like being hot. I'm already too hot as it is. Darn it. I would like to tell you, these are the essential oils that I have read up about, and they do have antibacterial properties in them, okay? So you have peppermint, tea tree, okay, cedarwood, lavender, eucalyptus, lemongrass, and lemon. So you have all those. And also, you know, if all else fails, they have these little battery operated or USB chargeable neck fans. And that could be another thing you could use, because the place where you store your heat is the top of your head. That's why in the winter, when you're really, really cold, wear a hat. It really helps. That's why in the winter you never see me wearing a hat, because I don't need one. In the winter, I'm in leggings and a t-shirt usually. And there's like a few days out of the winter where I need a coat. And my coat is like a very thin jumper. So yeah, I don't do well in heat. I really don't. But if you have any other questions or any like situations you can think of having to do with this topic, please, you know, send me a message. Like I said, I've got my Twitter, I have my TikTok, my Instagram, and I'm not sure, I think my Reddit is up there too. But send me a message and I will reply to you with an answer, okay? This has really been great. I hope it's been interesting for you, and I really do hope to hear back from some of you guys. Again, if you're young, LGBTQ, you have questions, or you're just feeling really lonely, or just feel like people don't understand you, feel free to talk in here, okay? You know, just leave messages, comments, and we'll chat with you, okay? I don't really tolerate bullying, so, you know, if I see it, I'll point, like, get rid of it. Other than that, little troll princess and I are going to say, well, good afternoon. This is Sophie. Hi. All right. See you guys later. Kisses. Love.